France planned to send 2,000 troops to Ukraine.
Gay and Provincial Party Secretary inspected the construction progress of 500 kV Circuit 3-line project.
What should Yen Thanh district do to preserve Ironwood Forest?
Welcome to today's news. My name is Nguyễn Thị and I will be your guide through today's latest update. Russia's Foreign Intelligence Service (SVR) has declassified a report by an operative who stated in March that France was preparing to send a contingent of 2,000 soldiers to fight in Ukraine.
The briefing was published in the latest issue of the SVR's Scout magazine. In it, an operative using the pseudonym Felix claimed that the French army was concerned about the increased number of Frenchmen killed in the Ukrainian theater of military operation. According to Felix's cipher telegram, the French Defense Ministry has privately acknowledged that it has not seen such losses since the war in Algeria in the second half of the 20th century. Felix said the French authorities were nevertheless preparing a contingent to send to Ukraine, claiming that this group was initially planned to include some 2,000 troops. However, the French military is supposedly concerned that it would be impossible to covertly send such a large force into Ukraine, as it would become a priority target for Russian forces.
On the sideline of NATO summit in Washington, D.C., USA, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg met leaders of 4 Indo-Pacific countries, including Australia, Japan, New Zealand, and South Korea.
The meeting aimed to launch joint initiatives to strengthen cooperation on security challenges. These initiatives are related to Ukraine, artificial intelligence, disinformation, and cybersecurity. In addition, leaders of 4 Indo-Pacific countries also discussed the issue of increased connectivity between Euro-Atlantic and Indo-Pacific security. At a separate meeting with the leaders of Japan and South Korea before the joint meeting, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg highly appreciated the partnership with NATO of both Japan and South Korea and wished to strengthen relationships in the coming time.
To speed up progress while encouraging officials and workers who are constructing a 500 kV Circuit 3-line project through Nghệ An province, the Provincial Party Secretary Thành and his working delegation paid a short tour to inspect the construction progress through Yen and Yen Thanh district.
At present, the localities in Nghệ province has basically completed the set-out works, handing over the entire area of 202 column foundations and the entire corridor on the site to the investors. Up to now, 121 column positions have been completed. The construction units are focusing on manpower and equipment to erect the remaining 81 column positions. The construction units committed to complete this work by the end of July this year. The secretary of the Provincial Party Committee Tai Ton Kai requested the investors and contractors to make great efforts to complete the project in line with the time. The construction stages must be carried out according to the correct process, strictly complying with technical and labor safety standards. It is necessary to ensure security and order at construction sites, promptly resolve arising problems, and ensure the set-out progress.
Coming up next are some updated news.
The 16th National Radio Festival opened on Thursday evening at Lam Son Theatre, Van Hoa City. This is a festival for radio journalists. It is an opportunity to honor excellent radio works, for journalists, editors, and reporters to exchange, learn, improve their skills, and contribute to improving the quality of radio programs. This year National Radio Festival themed Vietnam Radio, Diversity and Digital Transformation, with the participation of 81 units. At this year's festival, the organizing committee will present 5 award categories: Digital Platform Application, Podcast, Excellent Production Technique, Golden Voice, and Excellent Host.
Yen has 468 kilometers adjacent to the provinces of Laos, so opening secondary border gates is very important as a premise for opening the main border gate and international border gates. With more than 3 million people, Yen will be a large market to consume goods for Bulacan province, along with cooperation in developing forestry, agriculture, medicinal herbs. At the bilateral conference between interdisciplinary delegation of Yen province, Polycom XAY, Laos, the two sides agreed on a list of valuable documents when people, vehicles and goods passing through Ton Tui Nam on sub-border gate, including list of documents of vehicle, documents of vehicle drivers, people traveling on exiting and entry vehicles and documents of exported and imported goods and items.
Vietnam has surpassed Japan to top the list of favorable foreign destinations of Korean tourists. This is the result of a survey recently announced by a Korean tourism group based on analysis of travel booking data in the third quarter of this year. Accordingly, the trend of foreign travel in the third quarter, including summer vacation and Chuseok holiday. Besides Japan, Vietnam has become a favorite destination for Korean tourists of all ages, with high demand for reservations in the third quarter of this year. Notably, for the third quarter of 2024, for the first time, reservation rate for Vietnam reached 13.7%, higher than that of Japan.
In Lang Thanh commune, Yen Thanh district, there is a primeval Ironwood Forest located on a gentle hill, surrounded by villages. Thanks to the people's awareness of protection, the rare green Ironwood Forest here has been preserved for hundreds of years. However, recently, many precious Ironwood trees have been damaged. The habitat of the Ironwood Forest is being deeply affected.
As reported by Lang Thanh Commune government, since the end of 2023, more than 140 ironwood trees of all sizes have been damaged. Worryingly, in the Ironwood Forest complex, there are many areas located close to residential areas, with many places growing acacia melaleuca leaves. During the exploitation period, many areas of melaleuca were harvested barely, some ironwood trees were burned black from root to tip, and on the ground there were traces of burning vegetation.
Ironwood forest is both a production forest and a protection and special use forest, so management is very difficult. There are many reasons for the death of ironwood, such as fungi, while people planting melaleuca in ironwood forest also make it lose nutrients. People burning vegetation after acacia exploitation affecting the living environment.
Lang Thanh ironwood forests are being planned as a special use forest, protective forests. However, they are managed by localities according to the policy of allocating land and forests to the people according to Decree 02 of the government. This overlap unintentionally leads to a situation of one plot of land with many owners, and management gaps are the reason why the forest is easily violated. The authorities have been finding the cause of the ironwood death to have ways to preserve the precious ironwood forest.
It is unclear what type of fungus it is or whether it is due to the living environment, but forest owners need to pay attention to taking care of ironwood forests.
People taking advantage of vacant land in the ironwood forest to grow pineapples and acacias has had a significant impact on the living environment of the ancient ironwood forest. In addition, the difficulty in determining the true forest owner brings a lot of pressure in management. Local authorities and people want the upper layers to pay attention to clearly defining the roles and responsibilities of forest owners or buy back the allocated forest area.
That is the end of today's news. Thank you for watching and see you next time.